Alrighty, moving right along, I've got Dr. Doug Bowers here. What are we talking about today, Doug?
Well, I'm going to kind of hand this over. I'm going to be a bit of a quiz on hearts and stethoscopes with Michael Blowen here, because he's been walked through private lessons, and we'll see what he really retains. Now, I think anything from beyond a 3-second lag time in an answer will have to kick in and help out a little bit.
Yeah, please.
The other thing that I'm thinking Michael's going to wind up passing the process of education on, because we gave Chris McCarron a stethoscope. So Michael's going to be his private tutor.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to do that?
No,
No, he's got better things to do.
I'll do it for Chris's class, but I think Chris is going to have to go through the
horror.
the horrific episode of having Michael Blowen give him the fundamentals.
What do you got against Chris?
You guys are brutal. You know, it's true though. But I remember when we first started doing this, we went over and Dr. Byers took me and I said, he came over and he said, okay, I'm going to give you your test now. And I said, okay, well, I have a couple things to do, and so give me 15 minutes. So 15 minutes later, I said, okay, which horse do you want to do it on? He goes, oh no. Oh no, they all know you. You know, you're not going to do anything. Get in the car. So off we go in his truck. We drive this back road, that back road, and this back road, and I'm going, what's going on? So we finally go in the back of this farm I'd never been on before, and we walk into this barn, and there's a guy in there, and he says, okay, so go get that horse out of there, and we'll work on him. And I pull him out, and I look at his halter, and it says Storm Cat.
Oh.
So that was a thrill.
I used to go out and check him annually because he had a heart murmur, and one that even Michael Blowen could hear. So
Yeah, it has to be pretty loud. But what the funny part of the story is that, you know, Jack says, that's his leg. I was trying to listen for it, but I think I got to go to pretend to be a veteran and get my ears checked.
Could have been worse.
Watch out, Chris.
I couldn't hear anything. I'm going, wait a minute, what's that? The sound. You hear this thing, it goes. You go, what is that, a beat, or how many is that? And I got to multiply it by 4, and 15 seconds. Anyway.
Hey, he's on the ball there. That's a little bit of. So what's a normal heart rate for a horse in the stall? Good, nice, fit racehorse.
I don't know.
Let's say, okay, we give him the 3-second lag and we'll move it right down.
About a 34, 36?
Yeah, I'd say that actually, I used to say the two guns, so you can remember, a 32 and a 44. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of the range.
See, he didn't tell me that the first time. I would have remembered that.
We had a filly once who dropped down to about 28.
Yeah, and that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
And if they go way, way low, let's say less than 20, then that's abnormal.
Yeah.
Less than 22 probably abnormal. And we call that bradycardia, or slow heart.
Yeah.
So brady means slow. So
See, I'll remember the thing about the guns, and I'll say, oh, a 22 and a... Oh no, I think it's a 34 or 45.
so let's
Help
say
me, Roy.
Yeah.
he got it right. He went into to the horse and he counted for 15 seconds and multiplied by 4, and he came up with 40. And so that was, he got a nice, normal, quiet little horse here. Now, when they get out on the track, we know that they have an anxiety. So when they get in that starting gate, they've already got that pumping like crazy. And they'll come out of a starting gate, and within the first few strides, they'll have a heart rate of anywhere from 200, very good, to 250. Ercel's way ahead of this game.
Oh yeah, he is. He remembers certain things.
So it's a train with a heart rate monitor.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, and I talked to Greg Fox last week. He's down in Florida now.
He did.
Yep.
We didn't have one of those fancy ones that cost $5,000 like Greg did.
Well, anyway, it gives you an idea. But the main thing about that high heart rate is we all know that they're going to elevate it in response to what you're doing. But the most important thing is their recovery rate. When they come back to the barn, you want to wait about 20 minutes, and then that heart rate ought to be about 60. And they're headed slower and slower. and their membranes have already returned to pink. So, you know, that information is kind of pivotal to anybody that's trying to assess a horse's fitness. Now, if they don't recover, that doesn't mean that the heart's bad, because the heart is going to reflect the whole horse. Pain, anemia,